And welcome back, everyone, to part 3. Well, that was a weird thing. Part 3 of What If Naruto has Zanpakuto, the Nozarashi edition. You gotta say Nozarashi like that. You guys go, Nozarashi! Last time on the Naruto What If, Naruto and Team 7 had just come back from the mission to Waves. Now, one thing someone brought up that it's admittedly something I didn't consider at the time, but something I should address, is Naruto's reaction to killing someone for the first time. Now, Naruto has killed in the actual series. It doesn't happen very often, but he has killed in the actual series. When he killed the fake Itachi, he did it, and he didn't, regardless if it was Itachi or just a different ninja, he killed that guy. He straight out killed him. And surprisingly, it didn't phase him at all. Now, granted, you can make the argument, well, that's Shippuden Naruto. He trained under Jiraiya for 3 years, so he clearly had hardened up. Naruto, though, what's the best way to put it? Naruto, I think, has enough, like, not willpower, but it's kind of steeled himself in the mindset that if he has to, he'll do it. For instance, he was going to kill Haku. He was going to kill Haku. And he was going to kill Kakashi. Now, well, how he would have felt after the fact is still up for debate, but it's clear that killing even the original series wasn't the biggest issue for Naruto, but the problem, again, a lot of people bring up is they kind of didn't do it in the first series. So, I'll say this. Naruto, I think, in this version would be able to live with it. Nozarashi influencing him for more battle-hungry death fights, things like that. That would probably curb him a little bit. But also the fact that while he did severely wound, and by all accounts mortally wound Haku, it was a mortal wound that didn't have to be a mortal wound. Like I said, cut off his shoulder, took out a chunk from his side, didn't take his ribs off. Like his organs weren't spilling out or anything. And theoretically, Haku could have frozen that up if Haku wanted to survive and prolonged his life, and with enough time, gotten some medical attention, possibly could have saved himself. It didn't have to be a life or death scenario, but it turned out to be. I ultimately think while Naruto has to adjust to it a little bit, I think he is fine. So with that being said, we move on to after the fact. And Naruto is continuing to train with Nozarashi, even meditates with the sword a little bit. Once in a while he keeps hearing the voice of Nozarashi, but he can't see her. He can't experience her. I can't feel you. No, but he hasn't been able to like enter his mind yet. It's like inner world yet. Most of what's going on with Team 7 though stays about the same. You know, they get the day off. Sakura asks Sasuke to do something with her, and he kind of berates her for it and calls her worse than Naruto, which he definitely is in this version. Konohamaru shows up. And everything happens about the same, including Naruto making the dumbass comment about, yes, you can tell she's really into me, right? And then, obviously, but now Naruto's admittedly not that afraid of Sakura at this point. Like, he doesn't want to get her angry or get hit in the head. So he still gets hit in the head. It's like, but he's more like, oh, son of a... Then he hears Konohamaru make the forehead comment. Like, oh, and he just looks like, Konohamaru, run. And so she's chasing after him, and he's like, oh, crap. She's got to beat the crap out of him. I was like, Sakura, wait! Only for them to run into Kankuro. Now, this scenario doesn't play out quite the same. Now, obviously, Kankuro still got him by the scruff of the neck. Just, as I said, put him down! But the difference here is very clear. It's very evident, I think, where Naruto says, I said, and just saw you, put him down. And Kankuro was like, oh, well, maybe this kid does you're big talk with your big sword, aren't you? Now, admittedly, Naruto's sword is about, he's like a foot taller than he is. So, actually, I don't know how long Nozarashi actually is in its base form. It's long. It is longer than the standard katana by a long margin. Standard katana, I believe, is around from tip to hilt, or tip to base. I think it's like 3 feet. Just look at this. So, I mean, this would be a standard size for a katana. I believe, like, the blade, I think, is like supposed to be like 24 inches, and then the handle's an extra foot, roughly speaking, give or take. So yeah, about 6 feet, about 3 feet long. Something here that I can use for a like an extra measurement. I got the Wakazashi down here somewhere. Can't find it at the moment. But regardless, flashlight. That'll work. So I think this is just a weird side strategy. I think Nozarashi is a little bit more if you add that on there. So it's about probably an extra foot longer than your Naruto. But then again, that's also compared to Kenpachi, who's tall as hell. Like, except for Komamura, he's the tallest guy in the 13 court guard squad. I think he's like 6'6" or something like that, and it's over half his height. So about 4 to 5 feet long that makes sense. And Naruto is only like, I think he's like just under 5 feet tall. Regardless, so it's a lot, and so Naruto's pointing Nozarashi right out. I said, put him down now. And it's like it's like, oh well, if you really, and he's in Kankuro still got obviously his chakra strings out. So chakra strings out. So it's like, so he's ready for Naruto, and Tamara's like, you really shouldn't be doing that, Kankuro. Come on, we have some time. Or he gets, yeah, let's have some fun. Like, I said, put him down. And just as Naruto's about to go, Kankuro gets up. What the? And Konohamaru drops. Only for Naruto to be like, grabs Konohamaru's like, I got you. And then jumps back. So, you okay, Konohamaru? Yeah, I'm fine, boss. But what happened? Hey, you heard. And then you see Sasuke and Drake. You heard him. Leave him. Back off. Get lost. It's like, you little punk. Hey, kid, get down here. You're the kind of brat I hate the worst. All talk and no substance. And he's like, you're going to use the crow for this? Kankuro, knock it off. You're an embarrassment to our village. I apologize. And to which, Sasuke, jumps down. Apologize for my brother's stupidity. For the record, you wouldn't have been able to take Naruto either. Because Sasuke is actually very aware of how strong Naruto is. He actually sees him as a good rival. And I think one of the things that's been happening with Sasuke and Naruto is they've been occasionally joint training, particularly when they're training as a team. They go toe-to-toe with each other, and it really helps them both out. Naruto with his hand-to-hand combat style, and Sasuke going up against just very powerful raw power. Because that's what this Naruto is ultimately going to turn into. He's going to turn into a raw power type user and an individual, which, to be fair, was kind of what Naruto was to begin with a little craftiness of the shadow clones added in there. And then Sage Mode came along after that, which I guess adds a level of versatility, regardless. So yes, I'm curious about you as well. I'm Sasuke Uchiha. And what about you? And Naruto Uzumaki. And he just kind of sheathes his sword. Good to meet you. Good to meet you too. I look forward to meeting you again. Let's go. And it's like, so the sand brat's not bad. And then I'll sound ninja in the trees hiding sound. And sand brat's is hiding something. And the Uchiha's not bad. That kid with the sword, we should keep an eye out for him too. Yes. And so the Chunin exams begin. And that first interaction in the hallway, Sasuke gives away the reveal. Makes sense. That doesn't change at all. Sasuke and Neji about to strike as well. Rock Lee getting in the way. Doesn't change. Then Rock Lee shows up. You are Sasuke Uchiha. I wish to fight you now. I've already said my piece of why this doesn't work. So we're just going to move on. And say, hey, don't you want to fight? No, I do not wish to fight you. I only wish to fight Uchiha. It's like, if you can't beat me, you can't beat... And Naruto's kind of playing up Sasuke. Truth is, Naruto could easily beat Sasuke. Okay, easily is not the right word. Because Sasuke did gain his Sharingan. And Naruto's attacks are more or less very straightforward. They'd be relatively equal. Naruto is far stronger on the raw power side. Because, again, continually working out, getting more buff. Sakura's probably even been glancing peeks at Naruto when he takes his shirt off in training and being like, oh, damn. Like, he fine. What? No, I like Sasuke. But, oh, he fine. But, yeah, no. So Naruto is a lot more direct and, raw power. Sasuke is a lot more quick with finesse. And he's the only one who actually has actual, elemental jutsu, which Naruto probably could repel thanks to, Nozarashi, in this case, like most weapons in Naruto, being able to channel chakra. But Naruto basically just looks at Sasuke and says, I get him first. He's like, go for it. And Naruto comes in, and he's admittedly not trying to use his sword at the moment, because he's not going to, because Lee doesn't have a sword. So it's like he's not going to come in with a sword initially. And he also needs to, work on his hand-to-hand as well. So he comes in, and Lee still does the whole kind of tap and trip Naruto. However, that's when Naruto actually pulls his sword out, catches himself. It's like, and all of a sudden kicks Lee in the back. Just, boom! And Lee skips a couple beats. Just, what the? Don't think it's gonna be that easy. And Naruto drags his sword along and just throws bits of the floor at Lee. Lee's not in any trouble. He just catches or blocks it, but he's temporarily blinded. And Naruto comes in again, just comes in Nozarashi. Lee has to basically get away. It's like, your attacks are too direct. And as Naruto's strike hits the ground, cratering it with a nice little crater, which Lee's like, his strike is so heavy. And he just kicks Naruto, and then he just boom! Which causes Naruto to spin and swing the blade at Lee, who just dodges it. Lee comes in again. I told you, I have no time for this. And Naruto's now trying to block him. Lee is still very much the faster of the two of them. Naruto blocks a bit with his blade, which causes Lee to kind of backtrack because he basically punches the blade and cuts himself. It's like, ugh. And Naruto comes in again with a fist. Lee dodges, starts laying into Naruto, and disappears, and then comes in for a hook before Naruto just sticks Nozarashi into the ground and just. And as he comes in, he's basically predicting where I keep saying Rock Lee was coming, gets hit, but then just boom, just kind of buys him into the ground a bit. And Naruto pulls out the blade, pulls a little bit of a. This is where a little bit of the Kenpachi's coming out of it. He's like, get it. Says, say uncle. And all of a sudden he gets kicked up straight into the air. And just, and I was going to say Gar again. I don't know why I'm going with Gar instead of Lee here. I know they fought each other. Maybe that's where my mind's at. Naruto's in the air, and Lee's about to use the primary Lotus when Guy shows up. He's like, Lee, that's enough! I was like, what are you about to use that technique? Like, I'm sorry, I just wanted to prove myself, Guy Sensei. Lee, you idiot! I can't believe you made me do that, Lee. I'm sorry. Guy Sensei, Lee! It's like, and now everyone's just completely befuddled. So, you're Kakashi's team, huh? Pleasure to meet you. I'm Mike Guy. You might say we're eternal rivals. And I can see he's got a strong crop this year. Oh, it's going to be interesting indeed. Let's go, Lee. The exams await. And they're all just like, what just happened here? And Naruto's like, damn it. Didn't even get a chance to go all out yet. But that was fun. And Naruto kind of catches Sasuke's eyes. Like, you get a good look at everything. It's like, oh, yeah, I got my share. And so the Kakashi meets up. They go in. I still think Naruto does that, and I'm going to beat every last one of you, believe it! Although, again, because of the Nozarashi influences, it's a little bit more gruff than Kenpachi. Like, I'm going to beat every last one of you, believe it! Kind of like that. It's like, hey, keep it down. You want to got enough eyes on us. We don't need the whole world's attention. And everyone meets up again. Sasuke gets attacked by Ino. Kiba, I could see Kiba mocking Naruto. I was like, you're still here and still wielding that little stick? Oh, you want to see what this little stick can do, you mutt? It's like, what did you say? And they're kind of like just giving the rival grabs, like, But then Hinata shows up and kind of plays peacemaker. It's all good. So I'm going to skip the written exam because there's nothing about Nozarashi or Naruto that would change the outcome here at all. So we move immediately into the Forest of Death. Now, I meant to check the scrolls again. I can never remember which ones they start out with. Okay, which scroll did Team 7 have? 1 second here. Which scroll did... I want to say it was the Heaven one. Scroll did Team 7 have? Did Team... 7 take. Okay, take. They took the okay, they did take the Heaven Scroll. That's what happened. And actually, that means that I will have to change one thing that's going to happen here in a little bit. But they did take the Heaven Scroll. Good to know. So they take the Heaven Scroll. They go in. And they hear the attack of the leeches, all that. So all hell's breaking loose already. Naruto says, I'm going to go take a leak. So goes take a leak. In about 15 seconds, they suddenly hear a, and all of a sudden, the Rain comes out with a giant bleeding gash on him. It's like, what happens? Like, this guy just tried to come up behind me while I was taking a leak. As there is, do you know how sacred it is when a guy is doing, when someone's doing that? It's like, we're ninja. Come on, I wouldn't try to kill you while you're crapping out in the toilet. At least wait till you get done. And even Sakura's like, yeah, that's kind of messed up, dude. And even the guy's like, all right, fair point. It's like, all right, then what? You were trying to get our scroll, weren't you? And Sasuke's just kind of leaning down, like, which scroll do you have? I'm not going to tell you anything. And Sasuke's he's like, wonder if this will work. Hold on one second. Activates his Sharingan. Now, if I'm correct, I believe that the Tomai for the Sharingan do designate how strong the Sharingan is, but also to the point of like what abilities you can access with the Sharingan. For example, I'm not 100% sure you can access the Genjutsu of a Sharingan with just one, or definitely not with one, or with two Tomai. I don't believe you can, but hypothetically, let's say in this circumstance that he kind of can. Maybe like a very low level one. Enough to kind of just make him temporarily forget where they're going and just go find his teammate again. Which he goes, finds the Rain Nin. To which then, at that point, it's like, wait, where you fought? What happened? I found this Rain Ninja. There's this Leaf Ninja. And I tried to sneak up on him, but then, oh, my head. It's like, did you get away? I don't remember. And they realize, no, and then Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura Naruto and Sasuke appear and just clobber the other two Rain Nin right there. The Rain Nin finally just snaps out of it, and he's about to like try to help until he realizes he's just wrapped up in ninja wire, and Sakura's there having him basically tied to a tree, just pulls it and yanks him back. So basically they jump the Rain Nin here, and it's like, all right, let's see what they got. It's another Heaven Scroll. Well, it'll be good in case we need to give a decoy or something like that. Naruto, you hold one, and Sakura, you hold one, I'll hold one. I was like, what about me? Naruto, to which Sasuke admittedly says, Naruto, with the amount of combat you see, do you really think it's smart you hold a scroll? All right, fine. Look, if we get a third one, you can hold it. How about that? But that Rain Ninja nearly took us by surprise. We gotta be more careful. So we gotta think of a code. They do the code, which I can never remember the code, because even I can't remember the code. The fact that they were able to remember that the first time around is like, I don't blame Naruto. Frankly, I'd have trouble with that. Which admittedly was their plan. They're ready to go, only for the gust of wind to blow Naruto back. He tries to stop himself, and he goes flying. And Orochimaru attacks Sasuke and Sakura. That goes exact. Sasuke's a little bit more, capable. I wouldn't even say, if the number of level of power Sasuke was say at a 10 here, or in the original, he's maybe at a 13 here. He's because Naruto and him really go at it. He's really improved physically, and with chakra control as well. Meanwhile, Naruto's like, oh, what the heck happened? And all of a sudden, he just sees the giant snake, and Naruto surprisingly is like, never fought one of those before. Cool. The snake comes in. It's like, snake comes in to just attack, eat him, and Naruto just, you sure you want to do that? And just the snake suddenly stops. Yeah, probably not a smart thing to do. But here's the deal. That's too easy. So bring it. So Naruto basically is fighting it out with the snake, just having a ball for a little bit. And it's like, yeah, and you can even hear the laughter. It's like almost like a demonic, yeah. But it's like, that was all right. To which we cut over to Orochimaru and Sasuke. Sasuke's about to give up the scroll, when Naruto shows up and be like, hey, what's the password again? It's like, Naruto, what are you doing here? Ah, I see. You were able to escape my little friend, Naruto. So he sent the snake. Yeah, it was an okay match, but I prefer more going toe to toe with like individuals my own size, or at least guys who actually have limbs to fight with. To which Orochimaru actually is like, you're implying the snake wasn't of an issue for you. Meh. I've had worse. But what's going on here? It's like, Naruto, just shut up and let me do this. Like, wait, why are you giving him the scroll? I mean, I know Naruto stops himself from saying that we have an extra one, but still. I know, what do you know, Naruto? It's like, I know Sasuke wouldn't do that. And he tosses the scroll, Naruto grabs it. Naruto, I said, boom, just smacks him. Who are you? You're not Sasuke. Sasuke. What are you talking? Of course I'm Sasuke, you idiot. It's like, come on. Sasuke, I know, wouldn't give it that way. Besides, if we give him the scroll, there's no guarantee he'd leave us alone. Very true, Naruto. I'm surprised. From what I understand, you're not the brightest one. It's like, shut up. I was like, I'll deal with this guy. And Naruto's squaring off with them, but because Naruto's getting a lot more of a innate vibe for battle and kind of gauging his opponent, he quickly realizes something about this individual. It's like, I don't think I can beat this guy. This guy's really strong. Still, nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's like, very amusing, and just blows him back. I think he blowed him with a great breakthrough or something. I know he used the wind juice. Like, but I'm not interested in you right now, Naruto. And then the snake comes out again. It's like, that's funny because he just flips and just takes the snake, basically just slices the snake's mouth into it's funny. Naruto suddenly hits the ground and then jumps back up as the demon fox eyes are back on. It's like, because I told you that snake wasn't that much, didn't have much, how did I just say it? I don't have time to play with you. That's funny. That's what I told the last snake. Snake and just comes down with the blade. To which Orochimaru dodges, only for, it wasn't just a clean slice, because now you got the fox chakra kind of funneling through there a little bit. It's not just clean slice. It's like when it hits, it kind of just causes everything it hits to burst, Tubera. And he's like, the boy, those eyes. And Naruto just kind of like grabs hold of the tree trunk, starts walking on, and just comes in. And he's now just going after Orochimaru. Unfortunately, it's a little too straight. Again, the downside of Nozarashi is it's a power tool. No real special abilities in the generals. Not like we did with Benihime or Ichimonji or anything like that. No, it's just strike, 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 and I just add a little bit of a chakra ability to it too. But still, Naruto's speed is very impressive. And so Orochimaru immediately just pulls out his grass long. So it's interesting. But how good are you with that blade, boy? And so they're going back and forth. Meanwhile, Sasuke's watching this, and he's having that moment of realization where, his brother's voice there, and he's got to face the fact, I am not a coward. I will not back down. No. And so as Naruto gets blasted back, damn it. All of a sudden, he sees next to him Sasuke standing there, and you get that do. I can't do the actual music, but but yeah, it's that they're kind of like skin wrist grabs. Like, Naruto, you can't do this on your own. Well, neither can you. I know but that's what teamwork's for, right? Let's just try not to kill each other along the way. Deal. And so Sasuke comes in, rushes Orochimaru. Like, you really think that Shadow Clone Jutsu? And Naruto makes like 4 or 5 clones. He's not maxing out the clones, but he's making like a bunch of them. And so they're rushing in back and forth. Now he's blocking, trying to fight hand to hand with Sasuke, while also blocking simultaneously multiple Narutos. And every once in a while, he's actually getting a shot from Sasuke and like a clip from Naruto. And so it's like, I'm not making this easy, brats! And he basically just carves through the Naruto clones, only for him to get kicked in the gut and caught in the ninja wire again. Just, it's like, this really all you can... As he suddenly hears Naruto both hands on the sword. The last of the fox's chakra kind of channeling through it, almost like fire. Just, and just kind of slices down the military. And Orochimaru's like, no, no, no. And he actually has to get out of the way, but still takes his arms. Do you try fire style fire dragon jutsu? It's like, not. He just gets hit. And yeah, Naruto backs off so he can avoid fire, and the fox chakra now is just completely drained out, and he's just like, and now Sasuke's watching. He's like, did we get him? Did it work? And all of a sudden, you just see the mouth open, just, and the face is, melted off, and now the real Orochimaru appears. I must admit, you are impressive indeed, both of you. To think I could find such diamonds in the rough in this village. Unfortunately, Naruto, and then poof, he does the killing intent. Surprisingly, Naruto's not as affected. Then again, Nozarashi influence. And Orochimaru's like, I'm not sadly Naruto. And he rushes Naruto, and he's too tired to block. Naruto gets kicked in the gut, just and he goes flying. He's able to catch a tree with a blade, but Sasuke, I have no interest in you right now. And Sasuke's like, gets the curse mark implanted on. Sasuke, I will seek you out. You will seek me out, Sasuke. And when that day comes, very soon, you will be mine. And so he disappears. Sakura and Naruto are able to get to Sasuke. It's like, we got to get somewhere safe. Naruto's exhausted, but they're still able to get there, keep Sasuke comfortable. Naruto's like, are you okay, Sakura? Yeah, I'm fine. Just, are you okay? You're exhausted. It's like, I'll be okay. Just need no rest. Like, you take the first, I'll take the first shift. It's like, no. And Sakura's actually like, no, I'll take the first shift. You rest. Because I don't know how long how long they were there for. My guess is it was getting late when the fight started. You even see it was becoming dusk. They were there for at least until sundown to sun up minimum. And that's when I know when the Sound Ninja attacked. So you're looking at about 12 hours-ish. So 3-hour increments, roughly, or no, let's say 4-hour increments. Sakura probably even says, I'll stay up for the next 6 hours. You get as much rest. You get 6 hours of rest. Just get some rest. You did more than enough. And she actually says, Naruto, thank you. And he kind of blushes a little bit because of the compliment. Because this Naruto would still very much have a crush on her. And so he falls asleep. Now, in his head, he is hearing voices. He suddenly finds himself in the darkness. And he keeps wandering until he finds himself up at this giant cage. It's like, come closer, brat. It's like, what? And all of a sudden the claw comes out, and Naruto's about to go for his blade. It was like, ding! And all of a sudden there's clang, damn you. It's like, now, Kurama. Or now, Fox. You know you can't. It wouldn't have worked anyway. Then why bother blocking my blade, you insipid wench? It's like, oh, it's feisty, aren't we? I blocked it because it's fun. And just to show you that who's in charge here. I'm sorry about that, Naruto. And standing before him is this beautiful pink-haired woman who basically, I imagine, would look very similar to a Unohana. But just with pink hair, maybe a couple other, maybe a slightly different body type. Something like that. But, it's like, it's like, wait, who are you? It's like, oh, it's like, don't you know me yet? My name is... I couldn't, what happened there? It's like, I see, we're not in tune yet. But that will come in time, no doubt about it. You're going fast, and your love for battle is growing every day. It's like, I welcome that. It's like, wait, welcome that? Wait, I mean, yeah, I like a good fight, but what's that gonna, who are you? What is this place? And, to think we'd be sealed in such a worthless idiot of a brat. It's like, now. It's like, who are you calling an idiot, you stupid fox? And it's like, you little ninja, no. It's like, now. I'm sorry, he has his uses, but he's just such a bad temperament. After all, but we are in him, and so he must learn to use us properly, shouldn't he? Speak for yourself, you blasted blade. Blade? Wait, what? What do you mean blade? And all of a sudden he realizes the sword she's holding in her hand that she used to block Kurama's claw. And he's like, you're My sword? Ah, yes, I am. Unfortunately, we haven't attuned yet for you to learn my proper name yet, but that will come in time. As like, well, what? I mean, but I don't understand. How can you be my sword? You're a beautiful woman. Oh, you're such a flatterer. By the way, we don't know what Nozarashi's true personality is like. I'm the kind of going off a little bit of Unohana with that bloodlust kind of idea to it as well. And so it's like, no, you see, Naruto, I'm the spirit of the spirit that exists within your sword. The spirit which all the power comes from. Without it, without me, it would just be a jagged blade. But with me, it can be something truly greater. Really? How can I unlock that? Oh, in due time, Naruto. Now I think you need to wake up. Your little friend seems to need your help. It's like, Naruto. It's like, wake up, please. And Naruto's like, you overslept. It's like, oh, what? Oh, sorry. It's like, what's going on? We got company. And there's the sound 3. Now we're at 30 minutes, but I want to actually finish leading up to the preliminary matches. That's kind of my new idea, is to have a stop point in mind and go to that length. And make it at least 20 minutes, because I don't want to just go to like 17 minutes or something like that. So the Sound Ninja show up, and we want Sasuke. It's like, yeah, well, you can't have them. And Sakura activates all her traps. Zaku uses his wind blade to cut the log. I believe this is who destroyed the log. And just like, please, that's a. And there's Naruto's like, ha! It's like, what the? And wind blade, vacuum blade. And they clash. And it was like Naruto's actually fighting the wind blade back. What the hell? How's this kid doing this? Like, meanwhile, the other two clones went immediately for Keen and Dosu. And again, Naruto struck Dosu, and Dosu blocked. And Dosu's like, how heavy is this kid's strike? Meanwhile, King gets knocked completely out, because without those bells, she's useless. And so the Naruto clone that went for Zaku is still kind of duking it out a little bit. Meanwhile, Naruto is trying to like land a blow, and Does like, will you stand still already? It's like, not a fat chance. And he just tries to use his guard, only to realize that it's not working. It's like, why isn't it? And he realizes there's a giant gash in there. Now, if I remember correctly how Dosu's hand guard bell funnel worked, it channeled sound. But the problem was, it was like a hollow instrument, I believe something that made a noise in it. It was hollow, so you could clang it and it would make a noise. Because it's not hollow anymore, I mean, it's still hollow, but the resonation doesn't work well now. And I mean, there's a huge gash in there. Let's use my computer screen here, actually. If that's his gauntlet, on his arm, that's the size of it, there's a gash big. It's gaping. And therefore, the resonation doesn't work as well anymore. Luckily, we know he has a second one in his hand, which, by the way, for a combo move, you just clang them both. Oh, that's deafening. No pun intended. That's horrifying. But he still manages to boom clang the other one. And that, unfortunately, causes Naruto to drop. What the heck is this? It's like, my ability channels sound straight into your eardrums. The clone pops against Zaku. Damn it. But I must admit, channels sound through that. This is falling straight into your ear button. Your entire equilibrium is completely shot now. But I must admit, I had heard something. We had seen you briefly deal with that sand ninja. It would seem that we were wise to be wary of you. But that means we're just going to have to finish you off quick then. And this is where Sakura actually would come to start. She comes to Naruto's aid. Not just Sasuke's, but she's directly coming to Naruto's aid. And she has that glow up moment where, she gets grabbed by the hair. Keen is knocked out, but Zaku instead grabs her. And she just shears her hair, comes in, does the whole switcheroo with substitution. And this time she basically just attacks Zaku and head on, bites onto his arm. I believe that's actually who she attacked too. And then Lee shows up to help protect them, fights Dosu. And now Team 10 was watching this whole time. But here I don't think they get involved. I think, again, Rock Lee gets kind of taken down. But this is where Sasuke wakes up, breaks Zaku's arms. Dosu's about to do something when all of a sudden again, kind of a Kenpachi moment here. He feels the presence of like an aura, and it's kind of like instead of the yellow skull like avatar of Kenpachi's energy, it's the red face of the fox. And Naruto's eyes again are glowing briefly. This is where the influence of the fox, where someone asked, would the fox be able to take Naruto over more easily? Not take over, but I think Naruto's personality and more battle-hardened and more battle-loving personality is able to tap into the fox chakra a bit easier. And so Naruto's like, where do you think you're going? And like the demon hair is up against it. We don't have a good way out of this. There's only one thing. Here, take this. Take our skull and we'll leave in peace. We are no match for these individuals. And, Dosu takes Keen and he takes Zaku and gets the hell out of there. And so Lee just, Naruto calms down. Sasuke calms down to the Sakura, although they're kind of now staring each other up like, oh, I want to fight you really bad now. But they get the scroll they need. They get the Earth scroll. And so they head out. But before they do say something like, Lee, which scroll does your team need? I was like, our team needs a heaven scroll. Why? And they just, we had a spare. Thanks for the assist. You are truly honorable warriors, my friends. Thank you. I'll be in your debt. And Neji was watching this too, because we know Neji was watching it. And so he saw Sasuke's chakra, and he saw Naruto's. I think he at least saw briefly of Naruto's. And he's like, so they're stronger than they look. Interesting. And so they piss off, and they head straight for the tower. And so they get there a couple days early. Nothing really to be said of here. I don't know how long Sasuke would be in the hospital for. We know he was in the hospital when Kakashi went to meet him, but that was the exact same day. That's the problem. It's the exact same day. I could see that because there would still be, I think, about 3 days left, if I'm not mistaken. So I believe that Sasuke could be back and out of the hospital and ready to participate in the exams if need be. So I think that's what they do. Everything's all well and good, and that is where we'll end it off, leading into preliminary matches. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. What'd you think of this chapter? Hope you liked it. Till then, I'll see you for the next one on Wednesday, and then I obviously got a Digimon partner video and another what if for tomorrow. Till then, thanks for watching. See you later.